Guy makes an estimated $2 million a year racing stock cars.
Don't you love rich people? I mean, they're covered up rich, and they sit there and say, well, I just do it because I love it, and I feel special for this opportunity, and I'm trying to help my car on Sunday. Give me my $34,000. I'll catch you next week. The poor guys are sitting there saying, I hope I can make enough to pay my tire bill.
Which can run you about $6,000, $7,000 a race.
Yeah. So if Dale's needy, he'll take his money and give it to all the poor guys.
There is Greg Sachs. This is the battle for second place. Dale Jarrett behind him. There is the gap up to this guy, number 3. Dale Earnhardt showing the way here in the late laps of the Goody's 300. Let's go back to Neil Bonnet.
Well, I know where Johnny Hayes is coming from. He used to own these race teams, and he always liked for somebody to get out there and do all the work for him, and they gave him half the money. Earnhardt just decided to take it all, and poor old guys like Johnny Hayes, he's just crying the blues now.
Oh, that's ugly. That hurts me that you turned on me, because you are always my man and my hero, and I'm going to talk a little bit later about you.
Thank you very much.
The gap is beginning to close on Dale Earnhardt. It's going to be another great Goody's 300 finish. We'll show you what it looks like when we get back. With 12 laps remaining in the 32nd Goody's 300, we have a new leader. Greg Sachs has taken over from Dale Earnhardt, but it's a long way from being over. Let's take another look at how Greg Sachs pulled this one down. Coming through turns 1 and 2, he pulled up to Earnhardt's bumper, and he never hesitated, Johnny.
Well, it appears that he's by himself, but again, it was the train. 3 cars ran down 1 car, and right behind him was Dale Jarrett and Harry Gant, so we have 4 cars locked up. And I think right to the end, we're going to have this shootout and see who goes with who to win this race, and they may come across 2 side by side with 4 cars to finish this race. So I think we're going to have an exciting shootout.
There has been nothing but great finishes to the Goody's 300 over the year. The last couple of years, last lap shootouts have decided it. Darrell Waltrip won one year, lost one the next year. He won't be a part of this one. Here's our race summary with 109 laps in the book, 13 lead changes among 8 leaders. The average speed well under the record due to 4 cautions, 2 of them racing. 20 cars knocked out of the race, more than 12 of them in that big crash on lap 14. Here is Earnhardt of the number 3 car, trying to get underneath the 46 of Greg Sachs. Won't do it this time out of the backstretch. Neil, let's put you on the hot seat here. If you are Dale Earnhardt, what's your strategy right now?
Well, he almost has the strategy dictated for him. He might look under him, but I don't think you'll see him try to pass him to just a few laps ago. These guys are really counting it close. They're playing with 1 lap on fuel, so he's going to have to draft, they said, right to the end. So it's going to make him have to do the Daytona slingshot. He can't afford to pull those guys. He doesn't have enough gas.
How about if you're Harry Gant? You're running 4th in this line. What are you going to do?
Well, if I was Harry Gant, I'd be tickled to death, because I know Harry Gant's the kind of guy that 3rd or 4th doesn't mean a thing. He's plenty capable of winning the race from where he's at. Any of those 4 guys have got a shot. All 4 of them's got a game plan, but somebody's going to make the first move, the big shuffle, and then your game plan's out the window. It'll be just some high-speed chess the last few laps.
Steve Burns, how about you? I'll put you on the point. Suppose you're Greg Sachs and you've got Dale Earnhardt in your mirrors.
I want to bring up a good point. We're standing here in Dale Jarrett's pits. A crewman from Greg Sachs' staff came down here and asked crew chief John Irvin if he could draft with Dale Jarrett. Now, I asked John if Dale could go the whole way, and he said...
We'll take that to mean who knows. Right now, Dale Earnhardt has decided he's not going to wait. He's going to take the lead across the start-finish line from Greg Sachs. That now makes it 112 laps complete, 8 laps to go. Dale Earnhardt leading Greg Sachs. Dale Jarrett is right there, as is Harry Gant.
And I think it's coming to a drafting situation, and who makes it all the way on gas. And I hope all of them make it all the way on gas, and if they can go 3 wide and then somebody jump in the grass to beat them. But you can see Earnhardt driving. He looked a little snaky there. Well, he accused Dick Trickle in the newspaper of mirror driving him in one of the races recently. And when you go down to the back straightaway making an S move, I think that's what mirror driving is.
Dale Earnhardt doing everything he can to break that draft behind him. Neil tells us that Dale may be a little bit short on fuel, but he's decided he's going to try to lead this one to the end. He must think he has the horsepower in that Richard Childress engine to do it. Harry Gant laying back in 4th position. Dale Jarrett can't afford to wait too long. There you you see Dale Earnhardt's pit. Remember, as John said, this is not a Childress team, but there is an engine out of the Childress shop underneath the hood of that Chevrolet. 7 laps and less to go. There'll be 6 when we get to the start-finish stripe. Earnhardt down to the inside, trying to shake Greg Sachs. Behind Sachs is Jarrett. Behind Jarrett is Harry Gant. It has been a great race. We have had everything you could ask for, including, unfortunately, some enormous crashes. But fortunately, no one has been seriously hurt to the best of our information at this point. Ronald Cooper have got some x-rays to check up on his chin in that early crash on lap 14 that took out more than a dozen cars, and it has come down to this with 6 laps to go. Earnhardt, Sachs, Jarrett, and Gant. There's Dale Earnhardt, no doubt talking with his crew about their fuel situation. Just keeping his foot in it is all they can do right now. Break that draft back to the 46 car. Try to keep Greg Sachs off his bumper.
It's really funny watching these cars. Harry Gant will drop way back at times. Won't seem to be getting through and get a shot off the turn. Then he comes right back up on him. I keep thinking, well, he's faded. He's not going to be able to do it. And then he just runs everybody down. The same thing. And they've got us all guessing. I don't know who's playing games with who, and I think it's like Neil said, any one of these guys can win this race.
You're watching it on Prime Network, and only on Prime Network. Earnhardt with Greg Sachs behind him. Both of them winners on this racetrack. Dale Jarrett has never won here. Harry Gant looking for a Busch Grand National victory on this racetrack. And this is what Dale Earnhardt didn't want. 3 cars right on his bumper. Dale Jarrett takes a look to the inside, then slides back into line. There will be 4 laps remaining when they come to the start-finish line. Now Gant goes up high. He's going to make his move for 3rd place right now and does it easily. Gant demotes Jarrett to 4th. Keep your eye on the green and white number 7 of Harry Gant. His next target will be Greg Sachs in the number 46 Chevrolet. Is your leader. 4 laps remaining. Into 1 and 2 they go. Gant rides up a little high. Jarrett pulls to his bumper. Now Gant looks to the inside with Jarrett right behind. Tugs back in the line. Let's see. Harry seems to like this east end of the racetrack. We'll see if number 7 takes on the 46 here. It looks like Jarrett's going to make a move. We want 3rd place back.
It's important that these cars don't get racing side by side or they'll get out of this event quick and they'll have 2 cars to settle it. So Harry lets him back in quick because he knows he will lose the draft. But everybody needs to stay in line right down to that last lap or next to last lap.
A year ago, Dale Jarrett got knocked into the wall by Rusty Wallace, and Dale has a problem. You saw the car shimmy.
Yeah, it shimmied real bad and he slowed. I don't know if he had a tire going down or something happened, but he's dropping back.
He's out of it. Dale Jarrett is out of it. Something went wrong with his race car. And now suddenly it's a 5-car length gap. Earnhardt down to the grass trying to shake Greg Sachs. Harry Gant has to get it together right now. It is now a 3-car race and a 3-car lead. There you see it. Looks like he can't steer that thing.
It really can. It's going all over the place on him.
He's got to keep it down, too. He's got cars coming up fast behind him.
But we're getting close to crunch time now, and we're going to find out who's been playing games. But still, I think we have 3 cars in this race.
And we have 2 laps to go. 2 laps remaining. Earnhardt, Sachs, Harry Gant.
I think what Harry Gant's chance is, if Earnhardt and Sachs go side by side, then he can get the swing. Ooh, Sachs went sideways, jumping around there. So they're driving it to the very end. But the chance that Harry has, if they can go side by side, that he could slingshot at the bottom.
80 degrees is about when the oil starts to come up to this racetrack, and Gant takes Sachs quickly for 2nd. Harry Gant struck really quickly.
Well, I think that took Greg's breath. He had to lift to get out of it. The car was just really fishtailing back, and now Harry Gant's here. The crowd is standing up, and it's 2 old great ones, a Bandit and an Ironhead.
White flag, 1 lap remains, and these are the war horses. It is Dale Earnhardt against Harry Gant. Greg Sachs in the 3rd position is not out of it yet. It is hot. The track is slippery. The tires are old. if anybody has good rubber, it's got to be Earnhardt. He stopped most recently. There is his crew.
The other key is who Sachs going to go with. If these two line out, Sachs could determine the winner.
Out to the wall goes Harry Gant. Dale goes out to block. Now Gant dives underneath. He's got to get a running start at him to slingshot pass. This is the last turn.
Watch Earnhardt's using the traffic real good. He's got two cars in front of him. Harry and Greg both have to jump under. Ooh, Earnhardt dove to the bottom of the track.
They've got cars in front of them. It's Earnhardt, Gant, and Sachs. Dale Earnhardt opens up a quick car length, goes low, and takes the checkered flag. Dale Earnhardt wins the Goodies 300, coming back from a lap down with a masterful performance and a great job by his pit crew. Harry Gant unofficially second, followed by Greg Sachs. Jimmy Hensley will finish third. Elton Sawyer fourth, followed by young Joe Nemechek, Bobby Labonte, who faded from the lead, Ernie Irvan, Dale Jarrett, and Dana Patton. And Harry Gant pulls alongside and waves out the window to Dale Earnhardt. Another vintage performance and the third Goodies 300 victory for Dale Earnhardt. 4 years between each. We'll be back.